Hey, welcome, fam, to another exciting episode of Kinetic PE Mix on the Transform You Global Radio. I'm thrilled to have a phenomenal artist in the virtual studio today, no other than the one and only who's been through fire and emerged stronger than ever, Nature Boy. His lyrics, as heard in crossover underground hit Air Jordan, it resonate with authenticity. So it's the real and it's the grit, reflecting the journey that goes beyond the music. Fresh off of felonies, having faced double jeopardy, something that many of us can resonate with. As many of you know my story, Nature Boy, also known as Thoro Nature, has navigated the complex web of the judicial system, battling setbacks that would make most people fall to the ground and drop down and cry. In the spirit of icons like Tupac, Nas, and Nipsey Hussle, Nature Boy blends raw passion, lyrical brilliance, and a motivational street mentality that's captivating. His story mirrors resilience, and this year has been momentum, nothing momentum. From sharing the stage with Trainer to gracing the BET Awards, but as the life turns its page and the narrative goes on to unfold, challenges seem to persist. That's why Nature Boy seemed to have faced a setback with a 6-month violation sentence for attending the BET Awards without permission. However, thanks to advocates like Meek Mill and Jay-Z, the legal landscape has shifted, and Thorough is on the brink of release, advocating legacy mode with 3 new projects ready to drop soon. Stay tuned as we dive deep into Nature Boy's journey, exploring the highs, the lows, and all that stuff in between, reaching deep into his spirit, feeling into his artistry. He will reach his pinnacle before the penal system ever reaches him again. Let's find out what Nature Boy has to offer. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me, man. I just want the world to know I'm ready to sink my fangs into it. I'm
Hey,
ready.
man. Hey, how was that? How was that intro though? Be real
Hey,
with me.
hey, I ain't gonna front, man. Like that was very suitable. I'm gonna say this. You made me realize just how important my journey is, and gave me substance to what it is I'm out here trying to accomplish. Well, that I'm going to accomplish. So, kudos, man. Kudos.
And I like that what you're going to accomplish. Because we can't say that what I'm trying to accomplish. We can't say try no more. We can't say we still dreaming because like you living it, man. You didn't did it already, and you still doing it, and you here now, and like out of your own mouth, like man, you- who to you who are you, man, and who do you project yourself to other people?
I mean, who I am would just be I'm just that regular everyday dreamer. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, the inner child in me has never died out. So I'm still connected to the person, to the kid, to the being that I was from the beginning. And I just found myself going through this experience. You know what I mean? Life to me has just been an experience, and it's just like I just been racking up a whole bunch of situations, trials, tribulations, and basically it's like it all came into this storybook. You know what I mean? And it's like I have to give my experience, because if it was left up to me, I would have been Obama, or I would have been any type of great any type of great icon, great person. I would have been, the college scholar, something like that along the lines. Like I didn't I didn't say, oh, I was gonna grow up and go through the streets and then, end up in the penal system and end up here and end up there. That was never the plan for me. So for me, you know what I'm saying, I embody you. I embody every young brother I see out there, whether he's in a suit or whether he's in a cell. You know what I mean? Because I could have went either or. So I embody all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's just, experience, bro. You know what I mean? You gonna relate to me some way, some form, some fashion.
I think that's the problem with a lot of uh our brothers nowadays, is that like we we don't take what's inside of us that's great, and our flaws too, because like, there's a bad, there's a good, and then we don't see that like, okay, what's in me, you know, you know, I can see that in another person, and and I can have some restraint to not hate on my brother. I can have some restraint, to not to not put my brother down. I can also have some motivation and some inspiration to take what's inside of me, all the good inside of me, and put that out. Take my artistry, and put that out so that like I can like spread that out and put that into that person. And like, and when I look at your body of work, you got icons that inspire you, that like that show up in your work, that create this whole new style, new type of person. And although that like, you got people that inspire you like Biggie, we talked about Biggie, we talked about Pac, we talked about Nipsey Hussle, you still you, and
Right.
like, and that's why we able to resonate with people like you, because like, you not restraining back that good. And and then at the same token, like, you know what where your mistakes was, and like, but you using all of that frustration from the mistakes to travel forward, you know.
Right.
So looking back, man, on your life, you know, uh, other than the rappers, was there any other inspirations?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I had them, growing up around me. But as far as like people that wasn't rappers, yeah, I had a few of them, man. I can let me see. I read a book about Ben Carson when I was younger, and with his
That's
temper,
dope.
yeah, and how he is a part in the book where he almost stabbed one of his friends, and if it wasn't for the belt buckle that his friend had on, he hit the belt buckle. He would have probably seriously damaged his friend. So I had resonated with Ben Carson at an early age, as far as like, just being mindful of my temper and my
Yeah,
my actions. And I can kind of like credit him for that. Uh Denzel Washington, man, I'm sorry. It was something so
yeah,
cool about Denzel. It was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude right here, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to take a movie and make it his and just still be so cool about it. He was one of my influences. Uh on the business side of things, I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named 'cause I do a lot of reading. So it was a guy behind the scenes in music. His name was Clarence Avant. And
uh,
and I read a book. I read a few. Well, I ended up reading a few books about him, but I had read something about him earlier in the game, and you know, this is just how he commanded things. So those would be a few of my. I got a few of them, but those would be a few that kind of like stick with me as far as like, all right, these is my laws that I wrote down, and I borrowed certain laws from certain people.
yeah, that's showing up. You can tell that's showing up in in your ability just to keep going. Because like just from your introduction, a lot of people would have folded, man, just would have threw in a towel, just probably just went back to the streets. Um, and like I was telling you, like very, I wasn't directly telling you, but like I kind of mentioned it, like, I like talking to other people who've been through this system, and that's able to like, make a comeback, you know, and find a way to like pull yourself up by the bootstraps and keep going,
Right,
having having have having a federal felony myself, you know, it's hard because like you come back out, you can't get a job, don't nobody want to mess with you, people you thought was there before, they gone. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you really like writing about most in your music?
everything that you just mentioned. You know what I mean? Like
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, yeah, because for me, it's like the betrayal part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. I don't understand betrayal, and that's just
Yeah.
because I'm far from it. You know what I'm saying? But my music, I tend to talk a lot about overcoming stuff. You know what I'm saying? I tend to talk a lot about that aha moment. You know what I'm saying? That moment is like when you conquer something, or when you feel like I accomplished this, or I reached this pinnacle. You can keep reaching pinnacles. You can keep you can
Right.
keep conquering. You can keep hurdling yourself. And every time you do that, there's that aha moment. And that's for the
Hmm.
people that, you know what I mean, or not even just the people, just the energy that was there to hold you down, to block you. Cause like you said, coming from that system, man, a lot of, jail's either two things. It's a school for a wise man or a playground for a dummy. And I
Yeah.
did some of my best manifesting sitting behind the walls, you know what I'm saying? Writing, thinking, planning. I never uh I never had no idle time because it was already time lost, but I didn't let it be time wasted. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
like that.
and I pretty much write about everything, man. I write about I wrote a lot of stuff about, my encounters with the ladies and stuff like that, which a lot of that's not going to see the light of day. You know what I mean? It was just more like venting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because I
Right.
transitioned a lot, as a man, you know what I'm saying? I transitioned a lot from my boyish ways, so my views is not the same no more.
Do
You
do
hear me?
do people like have a hard time like accepting like who you is now versus like who you used to be?
Oh yeah, man. Cause at the end of the day, it's like you got Nature Boy, you got
Uh,
Thorough Nature. And in between them, there's a few I'll say there's a few alter egos. You got Blackie Poppy, you know what I'm saying? You got Mr. Nasty Man, you got Wild Bill. There's a few different train of thoughts. I call them all, different alter egos, but in order for me to be able to sit here with you and be able to do the things I want to do in this world, I had to be able to store a few of them away because they weren't conducive to who I need to be. They were just who I decided or wanted to be at the time, and those are some of them alter egos can be self-destructing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm having fun while I'm in them, it can also be self-destructive. So I had to learn to. I need to store this one away, especially Wild Bill. I had to store him all the way.
yeah.
Wild Bill was crazy. You know what I mean?
Sound like Wild
But
Bill got you in a lot of trouble.
what? Wild Bill was high speed chases and you know
Oh man, no, he wasn't.
what 23. Look, I was 23-1. You know what I'm saying? So I was giving them
Yeah.
smoke, but at the end of the day, I was just like I lost my brother. He was murdered while I was in prison. So uh, it was a rebellious, like one of them rebellious times for me to where it's like I just didn't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They told me I had PTSD. Nah, I had a case of don't give a don't give them So people now, people, you got some people proud. You got some people who's feeling like, damn, like, you changed up. You got your businesses now. You trying to be on your grown man. Then you got some people who, they see you sitting at the BT Awards and, you know, running around with Trina, open up for you. And I wouldn't say envious or, I don't know, their energy changed. So, I learned to just categorize people how I categorize them and try to be positive at all times versus when I used to be a nut. You know what I'm saying? Like not gonna get me nowhere. So
Do you think that like just arriving at that point where you at the BET Awards and you're around like people like Trina uh and just in that atmosphere because I think about like being in rooms like that, or just spaces like that, period. Even about being in the rooms, it's just being in spaces like that, period. And, especially being from like, you know, me myself being from the city of Milwaukee. I don't know, I didn't get a chance to ask you where you was from. Um, yeah, where is you from, Nature Boy?
I heard about Milwaukee too. Y'all getting real busy out there, Joe. You hear me? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from Star City, PA, which would be I was born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Pittsburgh.
Oh, so you're not that far from Pittsburgh, because I used to have a situation out in Pittsburgh, so I used to make them trips out to Pittsburgh, like
Oh yeah, oh
uh,
yeah,
them- them- trying to learn how to park on them hills.
oh yeah. Don't listen. Don't certain cars you don't bring up there gonna mess your transmission up. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah, but my dad he was stationed in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Shout out to
okay,
Pittsburgh, PA. By the way, the North Side is where I grew up mostly. But I done made my
right,
way all over Pittsburgh. But I'm born Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Star City. You know what I mean? Capital.
okay.
Shout out Star City. We all over. We all
Shout
was
out,
over.
man. Shout out. Yeah, yeah. So that really put it into to perspective. Then, so like then so then we got like kind of similar then, like similarities then, and like how our city's kind of set up a little bit. Uh, yeah, but when you go from your city and then you smacked into like LA, or wherever you at, around this different type of atmosphere, you know, what does that feel like to you? Like, do you feel like you belong? It's like, okay, man, I belong here. This is, like I belong here. I can manage, being from where I'm from, and and then putting myself in here. I got, I've been built to build up to be here.
It's crazy. I got a habit now. I pretty much done been now. I've been living in Georgia for the last couple years, right?
Mhm.
And I love riding around West Side Bankhead. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Right.
just feel wherever I go, no matter what is the uh situation of why I'm there, I gotta go through they hood for some reason. Like at least just ride through. So I done rolled through and then been through Compton. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I done been through Bankhead. I done rolled through Little Haiti. You know what I mean? All these different little spots in different states, and just to get a feel for you know what the brothers is going through in those certain areas, particular areas. And I'm gonna tell you this: shout out to Shy Rap, man, because them cats out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different breed out there. And
It is.
rest in peace, King Vaughn. I love King Vaughn music. You know what I'm saying? I loved everything King Vaughn stood for. You know what I'm saying? As far as his personal journey and him and how he just gave it to the world so raw. You know what I'm saying? And I was out of his way. And if you look up my Instagram, you'll see it's a couple pictures of me out there, they got a mural out there of him. And
Mhm.
when I went to go take a picture at the mural, they wanted to know what the hell I was doing out there.
Oh yeah, they gonna question you.
They wasn't playing. They was like, yo, what's up with you? Like, where you like, yeah, what's your situation? What you doing up here? And I guess because of the hat that I had on or whatever, they was just like
Yeah.
assuming I was from. Hey, they was assuming I was from Memphis. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
like they went to run down, and I just kept it authentic with them. I'm like, listen, man, I'm an artist. I'm out here. I know so and so from out here, but I'm trying to take a picture by my man's mural. I'm like, they they was tripping. 'Cause I was like, yo, you want to take this picture for me real? You want to take this picture for me real fast? They looked at each other like, yo, this fool either crazy or he just really, he's been his authentic self. So they,
Yeah.
it was so funny because they had the meanest mugs on. They like, yo, go ahead by the picture. You know what I mean? Go by the mural. We got you. And then I'm sitting there, I'm posing. And me and my folks, I'm like, come on, get in the picture. They looking like nervous. I'm like, man, they cool, man. Like, cause one thing that I know, no matter where you at, it's not where you from. It's how you come.
It's how you come.
It's how
Always.
you come.
Okay. Hey, respect gonna rule over everything. You know,
every time.
and that's the one thing my daddy always taught me. Respect, man. If you
Every
ain't got no
time.
respect, like don't ain't no need to talk to another man.
And much respect to them cats up there, you know what I'm saying? On the south side, much respect, you know what I'm saying? All due respect and, you know, respect to their struggle, respect to, their culture and everything they going through up there because that could have easily went another way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And easily. And I was Jewed up, you know what I'm saying? Like I was actually Jewed up and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe in changing up my, in my situation where I go and I don't got no security. You know what I'm saying? But just how I carry myself is just honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and I ain't saying it can't happen to me. You know what I mean? You might run across somebody who's having a bad day, or you might run across somebody who just, but I ain't saying I ain't prepared. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to them for, I'll say, you know, accepting me. You know what I'm saying? And taking them pictures for me. Got some dope pictures, you know what I'm saying? Dope
Yeah,
pictures.
I gotta check that out, man. Like, um, and that's because like, and the crazy part is like my people grew up on the south side down there, and like I ain't like because so much go on down there, I ain't even been back down there.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna sit up
Right.
here and cap my life off like, oh, I go down there. No, I ain't been back
Right.
down.
Different.
Yeah, I ain't going
Different.
down there without the security.
Different.
Hey man, hey nature man, hey man, you more bold than me.
Hey, listen, I tell you one thing though. I listen to all their
Yeah,
music and like I said again, rest in peace to the King Born. I
yeah.
listen to everything you say. I ain't gonna speak it. And if y'all listen to his music, y'all know one of them
Mhm.
streets in the '60s. I ain't ride down that because I know, like, what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, like, but I say that to say, like everywhere is differences, but there's one similarity amongst us as a
Uh-huh.
people, as a culture, and that's the pain, that's the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And
Is
the simple fact that one thing about it, bro, if we look in each other's eyes, we can see and recognize a certain thing about each other that's universal. And once you know what I'm saying, like our ancestors, man, they went through it. You know what I'm saying? It's been for generations.
right,
And
right.
what it is, man, like I said, it ain't where you from, it's how you come. You feel me?
Mhm.
And they've been feeling me so far. They've been, you know what I mean, everywhere I go.
Yeah, I think that's real important to have, like, to be able to speak that universal language, man, that everybody speak, and and it's sometimes people think it's like a north, south, east, west thing, and it ain't. It really ain't. It's like what you said, man. We all got a universal language that we all understand when we all in the same room. And if we can speak that, especially through the music, you put it on, you put that one track on, that everybody gonna dance to, everybody gonna like put the anthem to, like that can put an anthem to, like then, hey man, all the rest of that don't matter, so
Absolutely.
uh so what type of, speaking of which, man, what type of feedback do you get from your music, like from past tracks, or like stuff that you've been working on lately, that like what type of stuff you hear people say about your music?
I get a lot of preacher uh I get a lot of preacher comparisons like, ew, you, and I've been getting that since I decided to start doing this. Storytelling and preaching pretty much is what people resonate with me, and not preaching in the sense of, high and mighty, but preaching in the sense of, you know, this is where we at, this is where we come from, and this is just how I see it. You know what I mean? And just preaching like in the sense of, I'm going through this, I went through this, but I don't really want to see you go through this, and I don't suggest this for you, and I don't think, you know, this is the right choice for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was
Yeah,
talking a lot about getting money, and of course, you getting money, you glorifying getting money and everything, but it ain't for everybody. You know what I mean?
right.
It's not for everybody. Everybody's not ready for what that got to offer them out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's dope, man. Like, you know, and like you said, like, your your maturity level, is kind of like it's raised you up, a different frequency, and that like that usually shows up in the music too. You start being a little bit more mindful of like, what you want to put out there, because now it's like about, you know, building that legacy now. Um, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong too, like, man, like legacy start, being real important. I think it's more important nowadays than it ever been because like, we seeing what's happening to a lot of rappers. Like a lot of rappers are like, kind of just checking out of here, man.
Yeah,
Left and right.
quick.
And then like the last thing we have left of them is like, some diss record or something. So like
Crazy.
man, that's like your last record was a diss record. Like
Right,
man, I don't like that.
right, right. That's what the world is really going to resonate when they hear your name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's sad, man, but at the end of the day, man, a lot of people are driven by what they driven by. You know what I mean? I try to take the best from everybody. Like, I try to, whatever they left the world for me to be like their best point. And everybody has it, but everybody's driven by what they driven by, man. So I pretty much let everybody go ahead and rock out and do how they gonna do. For me, I ain't, I'm not trying to even go down that route because, like, it's a difference between, you know, how many times I want to kill you on wax. If I'm really feeling like that, man, I really probably can't kill you at all now. Like, so,
Yeah.
that's not my lane. I was blessed to be able to be here and go through so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, just last year alone, I got my jugular vein slit. So,
Dang.
yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't too many people walking around here, you know. So, I was blessed to be here. Like, that was my moment to say, yo, you got a for sure story. You got a for sure path that you gotta go and fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is sitting in state prison for something light. You know what I mean? Some lifers ran up behind me while I'm on the pull-up bar. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So lifers, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have really nothing to they ain't had nothing to really,
Yeah.
live for. You know what I'm saying? But they hear about what I'm doing out there. They know what I'm about to go out there and do. You know what I'm saying? And hearing them the moves I was making and everything. So, a lot of times, the energy, what I mean, that jealousy, it be real, you know what I'm saying? So I try to separate the drama from, you know what I mean, or the intended drama for the because when it gets real, it gets real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these cats, man, they bringing this stuff into the industry with each other, and I just hate to see when the art imitating life sort of aspect thing. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all can keep it on wax and keep it like kind of like respectful and keep it with the craft, you know what I mean? And that's cool. But like when it gets out of hand and you know what I mean, y'all upping the score on each other, and so to speak, like that's it's crazy because you gotta think of the energy and how you lead and everything out, you know what I mean, everybody around you, your fans and everything, you know what I mean?
Right.
Fans are
Yeah.
influential.
Yeah. Everything influential. Like I mean, and Nature Boy. I mean, it's still going on the wax, but now you seeing a lot of these cats coming on these podcasts, like on shows, and I'm glad ain't nobody came on my show did nothing crazy. Like they coming on shows with this drama and saying like some of the craziest outlandish stuff, like for clicks. and like I don't know if it's a new way to like blow yourself up, go viral. I'm like, brother, like, like what do you think it is? Like, I mean, do you think it's some, yeah, I mean, is they genuine? Do you think they really trying to out they self snitching? Is this the new way? What do you feel about it? Like,
I mean, again, I think it's like the art imitating life aspect. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people want to be known for being about what they say they about, and like you said, man, like everything we do is always being monitored. You so, you know, me, I'm careful about the thing, even like certain things I used to say in some of my songs. I'm like, wow, like I said that, you know what I mean? Like people know who I'm talking about, at least around the way, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like a lot of cats is thirsty for the fame, man, and they, sometimes they do anything to get it. But I think if you authentically yourself, and the universe intends it, it's gonna find you. You know what I mean? But a lot of cats, man, they gotta be mindful of how hard they going and what lane they going to get what they trying to get to, because that's what you're known for. Once you get in here and once you get like famous or whatever the case is, that's how you got there. You know what I'm saying? So if you ready to be wearing those shoes permanently in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be mindful. I mean, to me, a lot of cats just really be corny for real, for real. You know what I mean? Because they be corny. I mean, we just gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to glorify myself on a certain level of who I am. I just know what I come from, and you run across a couple of these artists and you be like, wait, hold on, he talk like this, or he real animated. When the camera go off, a lot of times people they take off. You know what I mean? They take off that persona. They put their persona back in the closet, and you got regular old them. You know what I'm saying? You got regular old them, and they don't feel like regular old them is enough. They don't feel like it's appealing enough. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is business. It's a career. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a character a lot of times for people. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just say be mindful, be careful, because this is what you're going to be known for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it comes with
it
something.
was like Steve Urkel stepping into the transformation chamber.
Yo, he as bad as that cat wanted to be Stefan or Kel. You know what I mean? You was still
Yeah,
Steven Urkel. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it took a long time for Laura to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
took a long time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's what it's gonna take for a lot of the people who like buy into that crap. They gonna have to like come around and start realizing too, like stop like falling into the trap, man. Stop taking that cheese off that mouse trap.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of live by the each his own type of mantra, but you know, I guess that's why they call it entertainment. They call it entertainment. You know what I mean? The only thing is, it's hard for the people that you're entertaining to decipher between real life and entertainment. Some, I'm not saying everybody is, putting on the facade, because there's some real stories out there, and I respect those stories, but like sometimes we got entertainers, and when they're living up to their facade, or they're living up to you know their character, I say, when they go to these other cities and they're they touring or they want to do shows and all that, like you're being held to that standard,
Right.
and that's when you read this happened to this guy, or this happened to this dude, or this was snatched off of this dude, and The first thing a lot of them doing, they calling the OG from that city, yo, can you get my chain back? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. So if I'm correct, man, I'm waiting for you to go spin on a bunch of cats. You know what I'm saying? Because but it is what it is, man. It's a business, and you know, it's not always viewed by the uh best of engines. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta just be mindful. You know what I mean when they come into this game.
Right. Now, like, man, speaking of like tours and just like that in-person experience with you, what can people expect, from like a thorough nature, experience, man, whenever they get a chance to ever like experience you, like, having you having already like set the stage already, and you did some stuff during the BT weekend and shared the stage with Trina, man. You did some electrifying stuff already, man. But in your own words, what can the audiences who haven't had that experience, you know, expect?
I mean, one thing we gonna do, we gonna get acquainted. We gonna get personal. You know what I mean? Hopefully we gonna have some fun. You know what I mean? If you a dead crowd, then that's on you. You know what I mean? But we gonna have some grown man fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully I ain't had really nothing to drink, cause I'm gonna get up on that joint. It really act crazy. Like, but nah, we gonna, I'm gonna give you the experience, man. Cause like I said, at the end of the day, it everybody either got a cousin like me, or pretty much they can relate to some of the memories that I'm gonna go down. And you know what I mean? We gonna get personal, man, because like I said, man, I embody the experience. Like I said, I could have went either way. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to, and I'm going to accomplish what we all are out to accomplish, and that's just to be our highest self. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whatever path it is, or whatever way that we're trying to affect this world. You know what I mean? And when I'm talking to you, when I'm performing, I'm just basically giving you, listen, this is all I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm jumping all these hula hoops and hurdles, and I'm really just elevating. I'm elevating in my story. You know what I mean? And I don't think it would be my story without all these trials and tribulations and stuff. And I'm pretty sure, like, that you yourself, you know what I'm talking about, man. We relate, and with that penal system. You know what I mean? But look at you, look what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, only you know all the stuff, all the things, all the rainy days, all the sleepless nights, all the self doubt, staring at them brick walls, whatever it was, man. And salute to you, because look what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So when they see me on stage, that's like basically having a conversation with family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is where I came from. This is what I'm did. This is where I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And it can be the most humblest of moments to the most flashiest, because like this song right here is called, you know what I mean? I'm recording it right now. I always wanted it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a project boy. This song right here, I always wanted it all. That's what I always wanted. You know what I mean? When I watched Biggie, come through with the Jesus piece and the Coogee and the Versace shades, and I watched Pac come through with his Versace shirt wide open, tattered. You know what I mean? Like, even up to like when I was reading books about people like Donald Trump and all of them, you know what I mean, owning hotels and plazas, and reading about Warren Buffett, you know what I'm saying, reading about these dudes who had major cash, you know what I mean, reading about Russell Simmons. I always wanted it all. And I came from the humblest beginnings, so you're gonna get to know that guy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a from the bottom to the top type of story and everything. But you couldn't tell me even when I was at the bottom that I didn't have the mentality of the dude at the top. I'm pretty sure there's a couple cats out there that feel like that. They may not have everything right now, or they may not be in a position in life that uh they foresee themselves being in. But you can't tell them they ain't already got the mentality of the dude that they foresee themselves to be. You know what I mean? That's always been my story. Like I've always been who I see myself being way back then. I'm him now. You know what I'm saying? I'm him right now. So at the end of the day, manifesting is I'm pulling it. Come on, man. I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, when I'm on that stage, bro, when I'm giving them that story, man, I want them to know that you have the opportunity to do whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've been down, I've been out, but you can never tell me I was over. I ain't never been over. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna be over until that signature sign on that dotted line. You know what I'm saying? It's really out of time.
That's fire, man. That's all gems there. Like all gems. Like to collect, to put in the treasure box, man. Like, man, I'm getting so much out of this conversation. You won't even know it, man. And I know the audience is, and you know, like I one can only wonder, like with your family, like when they see you now, like do they ask for a lot more than what they used to now, or like or you taking care of them, but a little bit differently, or you solo on the island.
How can I put it? It's like you have you got your people who they pretty much like if they seen me in the last especially in this last year, because I was really going hard in this last year. But you got your certain people that I got a couple cats that changed on me, man. You know what I mean? Like I got a couple cats that legit changed on me, man. And I got a couple people who feel as though they can't interact with me the same, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the nothing that they had to say is just like and it's like, yo, what's up, man? You trying to go let's pull up right here, and you want to interact with them like the same way as you did before things usually took off. You know what I mean? I know I can't really be who I was before. You know what I mean? I know I can't move around here. I can't go to local bars no more. I can't really do certain things. I do sparingly, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna say, I ain't changed. I grew. You know what I mean? And you don't get into anything in this world worth elevating yourself and saying that you're not trying to change. Like, is that not what you are? You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to better your conditions. That's change. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to change. I'm trying to change my mom's address. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change my family's legacy. I'm trying to change my people's circumstances. You got a problem with that? That's cool. But one thing I'm never going to do is change on you. I'm never going to change the love I got for you. I'm never going to change my intent. You know what I'm saying? I just might gotta. I'm. Let's say I may have to move different. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like you gotta understand, like I may have to move different, but it's definitely a couple people who came out of the world works, you know, but I'm pretty good at keeping things at a minimum. Like it's funny you asked me that, man. Like growing up, I'm a Cowboys fan. And
Oh
I
yeah.
can attribute that to Eric Moyer and one of we was day one, we was a day one click, and I ain't really talked to one of them in years. You know what I'm saying? Like years. I know he got me on social media. I got him on social media, and we ain't really talked in a long time. And this cat had the nerve to hit me the other day and was like, yo, fam, man, I hate to do this right now, but I'm down bad.
As soon as you hear that, you know what's coming after that.
That's not even the issue. The simple fact is,
Yeah.
nigga, what's going on? You good? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? You my man. I stayed the night at your crib. You stayed the night at my crib. I could eat out your refrigerator when I wanted to. We had fake cardboard box wrestling belts that we run around the whole projects and challenge everybody to take from us. We was tag team champions. You need something, nigga, and if you down bad, you know what I'm saying? I know you ain't trying to use me, but if it must be something that
Uh-huh.
you hit me. You know what I mean? Cause you looking, you probably like, man, he doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what he hit me for was something that was, it was like, all right, you know what I mean? You went through a situation, you know what I'm saying? And you just needed somewhere to go and get your head right for the night and get yourself out of a bad weather situation. Call me for that, bro. Like, don't ever think that, you know what I'm saying? I'm so far gone in this lifestyle that I'm not gonna understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my brother, man. I love you to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to your mom. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, you hit me because you knew this. You know that. You know what I'm saying? Even with the time, the distance between us, bro. You my boy. You my guy. You feel what I'm saying? You just insulted me by saying I hate to do this type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, when you got situations like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, versus somebody hit you and be like, yo, there's another one. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to grab this, I'm trying to pick up this situation real quick. And you know what I mean? When I bust the joint down, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get back to you type thing. And if you already in that lifestyle and you doing what you doing, you should already been at where you trying to get at in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you try, you doing all right, but you trying to do extra all right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And most likely, and I hear stories, I'll probably never see that. And I wouldn't, if I'm going to give you something from the heart, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, I'm giving you death. You know what I'm saying? One, two, uh, come on, man. Let's just be honest, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know when the finesse is coming. I'm an
Yeah.
ex-finesser myself, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So like, you yeah. I I mean, and that be the crazy part about it is because and it's and I like this analogy, man, and I think for you it's really gonna help you is that um they we all plant they plant seeds, God planted all he spread all the seeds around the earth, and all the seeds they all sprout out, uh, they all become flowers, but
Right.
some of them turn into trees. And what ends up happening is, you know, the trees they grow taller, and the flowers they looking up at the trees like, hey, you know, you forgot about us. Well, we don't, we ain't the same no more. You better than us. But all along, that tree never left its spot. It always been right there next to the flower.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, man, like, if you a great oak, you know, your leaves is going to, they're going to fall. They're going to sprinkle around, and
Yeah,
you know
they're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
fall. Yeah, you're
They're
gonna
going to
drop them
fall.
leaves down. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Drop the
that's
leaves.
that's great. Yeah, that's a great part of it, man. We need people that's strong enough to grow into trees, to drop them leaves, and to drop more seeds.
Exactly. Like I tell people, you know what I'm saying, just off the intent, you know what I mean? My message can be a blessing. My presence could be a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you just got you gotta take what you can, you know what I mean, positive, Sometimes it can be monetary, you know, sometimes it could just be a ear, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I get busy, but I consider myself to be one of the people that, you know, even as much as I elevate, man, there's certain, you know, certain people, y'all always gonna be near and dear to me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. You know what I mean? Regardless. But I won't be used. It's not gonna never be
Nah, don't
that.
be used, man. Like, yeah, we can't be used and abused. It's too much of that. And I mean, but man, I think men get it the worst. We get it the worst. Um,
Right.
it used to be this whole narrative that women get it the worst, but like, nowadays, man, are speaking up, and and we get to hear, that how our our great granddads and grandpas, how they put in work, and
Right.
if now we know, like, oh man, it's hard.
Right.
It ain't easy out here, especially for a black man. Like,
Oh,
hey, you got
oh
any
my
color in
God.
your skin, it's hard, man.
And like I said in my one song, man, I was born with one stripe. I'm dark as midnight. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yes.
So like, man, like, are you more focused and married to your career now in like the profession, man, and like the grind, or are you still dating, or do you have like a lady that you like that's kind of following along and with the journey, or like, that's just kind of like in the air right now? How's that for you?
To be honest with you, to be all like my current situation is, you know, like, I talk to most high. I speak, I speak to my inner, my inner glow. I talk real heavy to it, and what I received while I was when I was in the spot was come out here and focus solely on me and stop trying to really, in my mind, I was in I was in a situation I was more so like settling for some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
not no not no abuse, but more so just settling for some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I came out here and I said, I'm gonna focus on the go hard aspect of life. You know what I mean? I never ever put myself first in my whole life.
yeah,
I've never put myself first. This would be the first time I'm ever gonna say, you know what? This is all about me, man. I'm just gonna focus on me, to go hard. You know what I'm saying? And the focus of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish and what what I embody in this life, this experience. So, I got I know a special somebody who wants to be here. I just don't know if it's her. You know what I mean? But
right.
I ain't focused on that right now. I really just don't really,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and at the same token, like I ain't focused on running around here, jumping in and out of everybody's bed neither. You know what I'm saying? I done did that before. You know what I'm saying? I done did that before, man. To be honest with you, I want the money, man. Like right now, I'm just married to as much money as I can possibly get, man. I want all the money. You know what I'm saying? I'll worry about all that stuff later on. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's easy to shoot the box up all day, but like, man, you know, that money, getting to that money, getting to that bag, man.
Yeah,
That's it's more reward than that,
right.
than it is to have a whole collection of Barbies. You know, there's gonna be there's always gonna be Barbies laying around.
Yeah, they come
So
with a bill. They come with a ticket.
yeah,
They come with a
they
ticket. You know what I'm saying? You got to
yeah
pay for
they
all them
they be
Barbies, man.
uh that's
They
why
ain't
they
coming for
Barbies. They
free.
cost. They
Right.
cost.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I like wearing designer. They gonna want to wear it with me. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
by
right.
right, and by right, if you holding her on your arm, she gotta look as good as you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You
making
know.
sure I'm looking good. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like you gotta pay for all them Barbies and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was one a Rubik's cube that I could not solve to kill my life when I was younger, and now I finally did figure it out. But it was so simple.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
stop playing with them damn Barbies. You know, and
yeah.
uh, and that's what I tell my son. I said, man, don't play with them damn Barbies. He don't know what I'm talking about. I
Right.
said, man, don't play with them damn Barbies. Wait.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio, man. I barely like sharing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And they, they wanna be in that limelight the same way you in that limelight, bro. If you
yeah,
run
they
around
do.
here
They do.
with with double C's on, Versace, you know what I'm saying, Eliante and all that good stuff that you wearing, brother. And she running around here wearing, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with it, cause sometimes they look good in Sheen, but if they in Sheen 7 days a week, they gonna feel some type of way. Like, can I get
Yeah,
2 days? Can I get 2 days of designer with you? You know what I'm saying? She wants
exactly.
some Chanel, bro. Oh man,
Hmm.
she wants some
Yeah.
Chanel. So at the end of the day, you gotta pay for them Barbies, man. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
nah, though, bro. Like, I'm married to the craft right now, bro. I'm married to the craft and the path, bro. I'm trying to get that math. I'm get that paper. You hear me?
Right. Hey man, we're like about less than 4 minutes away. I want to just clear the floor for you, as best as I can, and just for you to announce any projects. If there's anything else you feel that like we probably left out, that you might want to touch on.
I mean, at the end of the day, we pretty much, we had a good conversation, man. But as far as
Uh,
projects, I'm in the process right now of Versace Linen Dreams. And
okay.
Versace Linen Dreams is basically like, you know what it's like, laying on the prison sheets, laying on that cot. And I laid there and I was just like, man, I want to transfer from this to Versace sheets. You know what I'm saying? And it was just more, how am I going to turn these prison sheets into Versace sheets? You know what I'm saying? And be able to, you know, elevate myself to the flyness that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I started writing that experience in there, and all them songs collectively said, you know, became Versace Linen Dreams. Basically, like, from the prison cell to the Versace sheets. So that, and the follow up to, Rilluminati 1,
Mhm.
which would be Rilluminati 2, the Realmatic tape. Shout out to the OG Nas. You know what I mean? The
All
Real
right,
Mat,
shout out.
yeah, the Realmatic tape. You know what I mean? Which were, it's just the experience. You know what I'm saying? The grind, which everything kind of carries like a similar narrative, but just with a different approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a different approach from them two projects, and I'm also doing a cover project. You know what I mean? I ain't really too decided. I done bounced all over with the name of that, but it, it's gonna be a few things. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be putting together and distributing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we gonna be on the lookout for that, man. We gonna definitely be on the lookout for that. You know, one final question, man. Like, I'm gonna get this one in real quick. Like, I like to ask everybody this. Like, is there any like dream collaborations or anybody out there that like you definitely like to like collaborate with? I know you had the opportunity to like rock out with Trina. Is there anybody in the industry that you would like to get down with and do something with?
Um, man, I actually got like I got a few, man. I tell you, if I can, like, I don't know if I'll be able to pull this one off, but one would definitely be if I could trade bars with Nas, man, that'd be tremendous. If I could trade If I can get stamped by Hove, that'd be tremendous. And if I could do one with both of them, that'd be iconic. But them two, because for Nas, for me, it's just like the craft, the craft of it. You know what I mean? Being able to trade off and with Hove is just like, once Hove jump on the track with you, it's basically like saying like, you know, he just kind of like respects what you know what I'm saying? He respects what you're doing. He respects how you coming as far as a artist, you know what I'm saying? Your story as an MC or whatever, Nipsey, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Like he jumped on these cats for to me for no other reason than it's like, dang, I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling what he doing or whatever. But them two definitely, you know what I mean? Like they on my Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? But you know, I would love to work with a few of them cats, man. Like I love what Benny the Butcher's doing. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean? Like
Benny's definitely doing big things out there.
Benny,
Shout out to
man.
Benny, man. Yeah, he actually he had like some paid features that he was like he had a collab he was doing with like a UK DJ a while back, man. And I know a couple of cats that bought that feature up, like and that was real nice. He did that. He jumped on that collaboration, and he dropped some bars off to some people, man, that wanted to like just get a piece of like what it was like to collab with him. It's a
Right.
lot of cats doing that nowadays, man, and a lot of like big, a lot of people that's in the industry doing that nowadays, and I think that's real brilliant idea. A lot of innovative things. We talk about AI a lot, so but it's just one of those things that technology allows you to do. Where you can, but it's not AI generated. It's the actual voice. But
Right.
yeah, but like stuff like that, rolls out every now and then where these opportunities come around and but the industry's changing and they trying to make it easier for like people to like have these collaborations. So. It ain't far off. It ain't far off. So that's where I'm getting at. Um,
Okay, for me,
but
Benny got one line, not to cut you off, but Benny, for me, man, Benny, he got me through a bid, man, and he kept me inspired
yeah,
off of this one line. He said, the best player getting drafted in the seventh round. I said, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like that was that
yeah,
was that was big. The best player getting drafted in the seventh round. Like I can really relate to that with all this, the starts and the stops and just everything I kept going through because it's like every time I was getting momentum, here they came. You know what I'm saying? As if it was like playing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I basically just got off the BET. I got off the plane from BET and they had a pair of shackles waiting for me.
waiting for you, man. Ooh, I know that feeling.
Waiting,
Oh my
waiting.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what? Oh yeah, you traveled outside the district. Well, I asked for permission. Y'all act like y'all wasn't getting the
Yeah,
text messages and everything. Oh, y'all could have told me no. You know what I'm saying? Much less than ignore me. But it's part of my story. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Just hopefully I can inspire somebody else one day that's sitting in there and feeling like I'm holding on to all the hope I got left. You feel me?
yes, yeah,
That's it. Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
Um, so drop, yeah, man. Drop your links and like so we can get in contact with you, man. Like I know you got the link tree. That seem I think look, man, and I'm gonna say this, like I love when people give me they link trees. I think that's like the best promotion, and that's the best way to get everything all in one shop. So like I'm going, you know, definitely be your biggest promoter of your link tree because you got like a well organized link tree. So,
Yeah. Yeah, well, that link though, Linktree is a powerful platform, man. Like,
yeah, they link tree going hard, man. Like I try.
it just makes it all so simple to just go ahead and create a nice little following and easy access to yourself right off that with a bio. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's Instagram, Mr. underscore Thorough dot Nature Boy on Instagram, and the label Instagram is Royal Black CEO 11. On everything else is just at Thorough Nature. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. At Thorough Nature on Spotify, uh, Pandora, Twitter, or X, uh, everything. You know what I mean? So, and royalblackrecords.com. Simple. Whatever you type in Thorough Nature, you're gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much it'll be a paper trail to find me, you know what I'm saying, in my inboxes if y'all trying to come in my DMs and ask any type of questions or, I'll grab some merch, hoodies, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm available. I'm around.
Yeah, support, man. And, like, yeah, man, we really appreciate you, coming through. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't give out like 1 hour conversations unless I really think the guest is really worth it, and you one of them guests that really is really worth it, bro.
Appreciate it.
People had really
Appreciate
needed to hear your story. People really needed to hear where you was coming from, and like you one of those authentic people that's one in a million, you know, one in a billion,
appreciate
because
it.
like there's over a billion people in the world, and and the music, it speaks for itself. This music is dope too, so uh and I'm not just saying that, so I passionately stand by it, you know um and you already validated. You don't need nobody else to validate it. You just got to go out there and keep doing the work. So God already done validated it for you. So it's already for you. So
Oh, sorry, I think absolute, absolutely,
yeah, hey, ain't nobody take away what God already done ordained. So
absolutely,
so
absolutely.
uh so to all of my kinetic heads out there, man, I need y'all to do me a favor. Y'all, these links is gonna be in the episode description. Y'all know how to head over to our new page, uh, to our new digital magazine. We got that information too. Head over to our new digital magazine. We're gonna have a blog article uh, up for Mr. Nature Board. Uh, his music links will be on there, all of that good stuff. We're gonna promote our boy and keep this show going. So do what y'all supposed to do. Share this around. Get the word out to as many people as you can. Tell your mother, cousin, uncle, everybody. Till
Auntie,
then,
yeah, sister and them.
auntie,
All of
yeah,
them, you know what I'm
everybody,
saying? Get at me, Mr. Thorough Nature Boy. Instagram, come on, come with it.
yeah.
And thank you
So
again,
until
family.
most def, most def. So
Appreciate you.
until then, many blessings, peace, and lots of love. I'm DJ Potential on the Connected PE Mix Show on Transform You, the new global internet radio. We out.